If you're over 60 and still flying, a few of your oldest airport habits are quietly costing you money this year without you ever noticing. I've spent years watching these same small mistakes trip up travelers our age, and yes, I've fumbled a few of them myself. So today, I'll walk you through 8 of them, plus the exact words to fix each one on the spot. And number 1, it's a free service most seniors are simply too proud to ask for. Mistake number 8, keep your shoes on. Here's something almost nobody tells travelers our age. If you're 75 or older, TSA gives you lighter screening at every checkpoint in the country. You can keep your shoes on, you can keep a light jacket on, and if the scanner beeps, they'll usually send you through a second time instead of straight to a pat-down. You don't need pre-check, you don't need a secret. You just have to know it exists. Because, let's be honest, nobody our age loves hopping on one foot at the checkpoint, hunting for where the other shoe went. Here's how this usually goes. Someone in their late 70s peels off their shoes in a cold, crowded line, wobbles trying to balance, and holds everyone up, for a rule they never had to follow in the first place. Your defense. If you're 75 or older, leave your shoes and light jacket on, you're allowed. Tell the officer your age if anyone questions it at the belt. If standing or balancing is hard, ask for a seated screening. That's allowed too. Magic phrase, I'm 75 or older. I understand I can keep my shoes and light jacket on. That one rule turns the most stressful part of the airport into the easiest. The next one is a mistake that can literally start a fire in the cargo hold. And most seniors pack it without a second thought. Mistake number 7, the battery that's banned. This one genuinely surprises people. That little power bank you use to charge your phone, the spare batteries for your hearing aids, your camera, your e-reader. By federal rule, none of them are allowed in your checked suitcase, only in the bag you carry on. That power bank has probably ridden in your suitcase for years. Mine did too, until I found out the hard way. And it's not about theft, it's fire. Loose lithium batteries can overheat, and the FAA banned them from the cargo hold because a fire down there is one the crew can't reach in the air. Here's how it catches people. The checked bag gets pulled at the counter, and now you're unzipping a packed suitcase in front of the whole line while an agent digs for the battery. Your defense, move every power bank, spare battery, and loose charger into your carry-on. Keep spare batteries in their own pouch so the metal ends can't touch each other. Never check a bag with a power bank or e-reader battery inside it. 2 minutes repacking saves you a scene at the counter and a real safety risk in the air. The next mistake shows up before you ever leave the house. Mistake number 6, guessing your bag weight. Here's something the airlines will never remind you about. Checked bag fees have climbed, and the overweight penalty is where they really get you. Go a pound or two over the limit and you're handing over $100 or more at the counter for a bag you already paid to check. I'll be honest, it took me years to start weighing bags at home, and I felt silly buying the little scale. Then it paid for itself on the first trip. Here's the trap. You pack the way you have for 30 years, hand over the bag, and the agent points at the scale. 3 pounds over, $150 right there at the counter. Your defense. Weigh every checked bag at home with a small luggage scale before you leave. Move heavy items, shoes, books, chargers, into your carry-on if you're close to the line. Know your airline's exact weight limit before the trip, not at the counter. That's $100 back in your pocket for a $10 gadget. The next one is the mistake that starts on your phone. Mistake number 5, posting your trip too early. This is the one most seniors never see coming. We're proud of our trips, and the excitement of a big vacation makes it awfully tempting to announce it online. I get it. We love showing the grandkids exactly where we're headed. But here's how thieves use it. A public post that says off to Italy for 2 weeks is a message to every stranger that your home sits empty. Police departments have tied a real share of home break-ins to vacation posts, and older homeowners get targeted most. Your defense. Wait until you're home to post any trip photos or updates. Keep travel dates off public feeds and neighborhood groups. Ask a neighbor to collect mail and park in your driveway while you're gone. The memories are just as sweet posted a week later. and your house stays safe. The next mistake is one that costs seniors money they're actually owed. Quick question, how many of these have you done without thinking twice? Most travelers our age have made at least 3, and I'll be honest, so have I. And grab the free printable version of this list. It's linked right below in the description. If this is helping, hit subscribe. Because number 1 is the free airport service most seniors are too proud to ask for. Mistake number 4, taking the voucher. Here's the one that genuinely bothers me. When a flight is canceled or badly delayed or oversold, the gate agent will offer you a travel voucher with a smile. And it's such a friendly smile, you almost feel rude turning it down. What they won't volunteer is that federal rules now say you're owed a cash refund instead, if you want it. A voucher expires. Cash doesn't. I've watched airlines lean on this same move for years. The easy offer up front, the money you're owed left unmentioned. Here's how it usually goes. You take the voucher because it's handed to you first, and months later it expires unused, and the cash you were actually owed is gone. Your defense. When a flight is canceled or significantly changed, ask for a refund to your original card, not a voucher. Say no to the voucher unless the cash value clearly works better for you. Magic phrase. I'd prefer the cash refund I'm entitled to, not a travel voucher. That's not a favor you're asking for, that's your money. The next mistake is the one catching seniors at security all over the country this year. Mistake number 3, skipping the real ID. This is the one that surprises people at the checkpoint right now. The real ID rule is being enforced now. That's the star in the corner of your license. That little star you probably never noticed until about 10 seconds ago. If your ID doesn't have it and you don't carry a passport, you can be sent to a separate screening. And at the checkpoint, that can now mean a $45 fee on the spot plus a delay. For someone our age catching a morning flight, that delay is the difference between making the plane and watching it leave. Here's how it's catching people. The old license with no star, no passport in the bag, pulled out of the line at the worst possible moment. Your defense. Check your license right now for the star in the top corner. If it's missing, bring your passport as backup for any flight this year. Renew to a real ID at the DMV well before your next trip. 2 minutes checking today saves you the worst morning of your trip. The next one targets seniors directly, and it's aimed at your wallet. Mistake number 2, the wrong helper. Here's something that has cost travelers real money. Busy airports draw people who offer help that isn't official. A stranger who grabs your bag for a tip you never agreed to, or a friendly face steering you to a fake kiosk. Older travelers get singled out because scammers assume we won't push back. We were raised to be polite, and I'm sorry to say that's exactly what they're counting on. I'll be straight with you. I've been approached myself, and it's easy to be too polite to say no. Here's how it happens. A porter carries your bags a few steps, then won't hand them back until you pay. Real airport staff wear a badge and a uniform. They never demand cash. Your defense, only accept help from clearly badged, uniformed airport employees. Book real wheelchair or porter service through your airline in advance, never from someone who approaches you. Keep your card in sight at every kiosk and machine. Magic phrase, no thank you, I've arranged assistance through my airline. Say it once, keep walking, and the problem solves itself. And now, the one every gate agent quietly wishes travelers over 60 understood before they fly. Mistake number 1, too proud to ask. This is the reason I made the whole video. Every airline and every U.S. airport must offer free assistance to older travelers who need it. Wheelchairs, an escort from check-in to the gate, help through security, early boarding. It's not charity, it's federal law under the Air Carrier Access Act, and it costs you nothing. But so many of us wave it off out of pride, then arrive at the gate exhausted, rushed, or hurt. We're a proud generation. Asking for help can feel like admitting something, but it truly isn't. Here's how it usually goes. You power walk a huge connection alone, miss the flight, and spend the first day of the trip wrecked instead of on the beach. One phone call would have changed everything. Your defense. Call your airline at least 48 hours ahead and request assistance. It's free. For extra help through screening, call TSA Cares before you fly. Flying with family? Ask the airline counter for a free companion gate pass so a loved one can walk you through security all the way to the gate. No ticket needed. Magic phrase. I'd like to request wheelchair and gate assistance for my flight, please. That's not asking for a favor. That's claiming a right you already have. And it may be the best decision you make all trip. After decades of flying, I can tell you the airport hasn't gotten harder for travelers our age. It's just gotten quieter about the little things that cost us. But there's something else airlines quietly hand travelers over 60. Perks worth real money that most people never think to ask for. It's on the screen right now. See you there.